All right, so when I show up in the morning, first thing I like to do after I've, talked to everybody and figured what's going on for the day, come up here and find all the blades and check whether or not the pivot hole has been barrel lapped, because that's one of the first things that we kind of need to get done so they actually fit on the pivot. If Yo's gotten that done for me, then I just rack them all up in one of these and take them over to, I guess, station RB1. First, I have to polish out these jimping cutouts because the tumbling media just does not get in there, so they will stay that tan dark color after tumbling, and we don't want that. And from there, I take them to the Travis Wirtz TW90, where I use a 30 micron belt to get rid of some of the milling marks and the grind lines from the tip and back on the spine here, because they're really deep. And if I try to do it on a Scotch-Brite wheel, it's going to really round everything a lot more than I'd like. And the trick is keeping it straight and flat. And then from there, we go back to RB number 1, and this is where, so first of all, these Arbes are pretty freaking awesome because they have their own filtration system in them. So, I mean, some dust and rouge does come out, but the, majority of it gets sucked up into here with the filters in the back that I should probably replace soon. Yeah, and using the Scotch-Brite 8S Scotch-Brite wheel. And with that, I start cleaning up the spines and getting the heat treat scale off and reshaping anything that looks a little bit ugly from machining. Same with the milling marks in the thumb ramp, and reshaping the flipper tab, reshaping that so it doesn't rip up everybody's fingers. Quite burry there, and if I don't take that off, I'll get metal splinters that are really fun to get out. And the corner rounder on this side leaves some nastiness, so I always have to pay a little bit more attention along that line and be very careful. For some reason it kind of piles up on that one side more than the other. And then same with up here, the milling marks are they use a pretty rough end mill for these. And I don't think they last too long, so we just have to try to get them out very carefully. All right, so we'll see here. I'll just lightly tap it, and you'll be able to see all the little milling marks. And some of the ones like in the middle somehow are like a lot deeper than other ones too, so we just need to get that down to a nice even finish. And then round it a little bit so it doesn't rip up your fingers, or rip up my fingers when I'm flipping them 100 times a day. So now, this wheel right here is a Scotch-Brite 8S, so it's pretty hard, like not much give at all. So it cuts a lot faster, but it's also a lot deeper. So that finish won't really tumble out, at least not as fast as I want it to. So then we move to 6S, which I just found a couple months ago. And it's a bit softer than the 7S that we've always used, and it works really nice for kind of a final polish on the spine. Same Arbe as the other one, just figured we might as well double up. And it's been handy because I use, each station every day on each knife, and it's really nice having a permanent station for everything, so that there's no setup or anything. You just flow right through, which we never had before. We always had to like swap over all tools, and it would take, it might be just minutes, but those minutes really add up every day, and to save that is wonderful. So anyway, we just kind of do final cleaning, reshaping with the 7S wheel, and then buffing the flats just to make sure that the lapping came out perfectly and there's no deeper scratches. And it also kind of cleans it up so I can see any marks that I missed with the rougher wheel. And again, all those milling marks are even in the jimping, in the choil. So you gotta get in there and round it out a little bit. And then I do this. Now normally our lapped finish would just tumble out fine, but I kind of need to do this to make sure that there aren't any deeper scratches that got missed in quality control before this. So I don't waste 2 hours in the tumbler and then pull it out again and realize there's a big scratch still, which I used to do a lot before the lapping machine came. So, and that one looks perfect. And then use this, it's a 3M flap wheel, I think 15 micron maybe. And that's really nice because it's forgiving, doesn't put in deep scratches, but it helps kind of, soften up the milling marks in the blade and blend whatever Scotch-Brighting I did on the flat. And then from there, they get a zip tie on them, and then they go in the tumbler. And after that, then we get to make a knife. And this one gets 2 zip ties because it's going in after 2 have already gone in the tumbler, so I know I need to leave this one in a bit longer. Once the tumbler's done, then they're ready to assemble and sharpen. Thanks for watching. Feel free to give a like, subscribe, go give somebody a high five today, and just have a good one.